I took your course, and now 7 months later, I have a business, 400,000 followers on a Faceless page on Instagram. You took a unique approach, and I like it. So how have you adjusted for this extra thing that your kids didn't ask for, your husband didn't ask for? Maybe you guys don't need the money. I don't know. How have you started this business without letting it dominate your life?
I am tired no matter what. As far as like creating content, it's all on my phone. Everything's on my phone.
Tell us about that. What's the thought process?
As I started posting, it just started taking off, and like celebrities started following my page. People buy based on emotion. Probably the most important thing is
you decided to go with a faceless page. What was your thinking behind that? Did you go through the challenge? Did you share examples with a faceless page? Were you like, hey, that seems like a way for me to get in and not have to be in front of the camera? Like, what was your thought process about your approach to creating your page, which we'll talk about more here in a moment?
So here's the thing, like I tried doing it like the traditional way, right? Like filming yourself, and I had two kids fighting, one whining in the background. There's a kid peeing on the floor. Like it was so impossible. Like I can't take a second away to do anything. So I was like, this isn't working. I have to figure out another way. There's got to be another way to do it. So ever since then, I was like researching ways, and then I came upon theme pages. I'm sure many of you follow like a theme page, right? So I was looking into it, and there's tons out there. It's a full-on business that people have created. People are doing this in their free time, like for the heck of it. Like it takes a while to monetize, like to create a page, do the content, you know what I mean? So all these pages are being monetized. There's a million ways to do it as well. So I was like, this is a way that I could do it in the background without filming myself and essentially create a full-on business faceless.
Everybody can relate. What you just said, everybody can relate to it, especially who has kids, and it's like the kids are running in the background. I think we kind of try to tune it out. We try to find, we try to make it work, and many do. You took a unique approach, and I like it, because I've always said that our income's only capped by our creativity and also our courage, right? But I wonder, just like, since you mentioned your kids and like filming and stuff like that, you still got to find pockets. You still got to manage your time. I mean, what you're doing, you may not be in front of the camera all the time, but you still have added something to your plate that wasn't there before. So how have you adjusted for that, for this extra thing that your kids didn't ask for, your husband didn't ask for? Who knows? Maybe you guys don't need the money. I don't know. Right. But nobody asked us to start a business. Right.
Totally.
So how have you helped your family adjust, and how have you started this business without letting it dominate your life?
I have figured out that, you know what, as a mom, as like, especially a mom of three, I am tired no matter what. Like, I'm tired no matter what every day. So if I stay up an extra hour and a half or something at night, it's not going to make a difference, to be honest. I'm tired anyway. So, I found pockets like in the morning. I get up a little bit earlier before the rest of the kids get up. And when they go to bed at night, that's it. And then I have to schedule the content throughout the day because I don't have any time. With this, you really do have, you don't think you have the time, like you can do it, because I literally don't have nap time. I have 3 kids right now at home. It's summertime too. I have very, very little extra time. It's something that you can do like after the kids go to bed at night, wake up a little bit earlier in the morning, schedule your content out throughout the day, and it's totally doable.
Are you sitting down? Like, I'm trying to act like a fly on the wall right now, which I know is super creepy, like having like a little Dave bug up on the wall or whatever, throwing his hat. But what does it look like when you're doing stuff? When you do get up in that hour, are you on a laptop, like working at your kitchen table? Are you doing everything on your phone? Have you found the way to do a lot of it there?
As far as like creating content, it's all on my phone. Everything's on my phone. As soon as you start doing like monetizing and creating like things on Canva and stuff like that, it's on a laptop, which is sort of what I'm working on right now. So I'll do that at night after the kids go to bed.
So tools you're using, Canva. Is that the big one? Is that like, has Canva evolved into pretty much like a all-in-one
Canva's great.
graphic design center?
Yes. Yeah. Some of my posts that have graphics on it, that's all Canva. I created on Canva. Digital products, I use Canva for. As far as creating content itself, I use CapCut.
The video content,
The
right? When
video
you're
content,
editing
right, right,
it.
right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the posts that I use are on Instagram. That's it. I just post it on Instagram and like type it out on Instagram.
Right.
Super
Yeah.
simple.
You use the image and then you just you put the
Yeah, some
text
of
right
it's
on.
just text and I just type it out. That's it.
Why did you choose this page, Third Eye Intuitions? And what do you think is why do you think people respond to this kind of content?
It's highly engageable content, right? So if you look at my post, you'll see like on almost every single post, you know, it'll say like affirm yes, right? So
Mm,
they're gonna comment on it, right?
yeah.
So it's highly engageable. It's an emotionally loaded page. There's a lot of emotion behind like spirituality,
Yeah.
religion, whatever it is. That's sort of behind like one of the reasons I chose that niche. People buy based on emotion. So,
Mm,
that's part of it too. It's sort of all strategic. But I feel like when looking at a theme page, for example, there's so many out there. There's huge pages out there too. As I started posting, it just started taking off, and like celebrities started following my page and commenting on things. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, people really
totally.
are into this. But like, if you go on and look at theme pages, you got to like look at the top theme pages. And if there's like millions of followers on at least like, I don't know, 3 to 5 pages, then
Yeah.
people care about it.
You've got a pretty consistent pattern of content, which is always really nice. You've got the white or beige backed post with the date. Some of them don't. You've got the black backed post,
Hmm.
background post, and then you've got these ones with a bit more of a graphic. I see kind of 3 styles in rotation. Were those your kind of regulars from day one?
No. So I think I told you before, this page wasn't even spirituality page like in the beginning. It was a
Mm,
quote page. It was
mm.
super vague, no target audience. Even though it was in like, the early stages, I was gaining some followers, but nothing crazy. It was just too vague. I had to like really narrow it down, like the target audience. And once I did that, it started taking off. But with the posts, I feel like I have more of like a strategic posting plan. Educational posts go up, at a certain time, and like with the background, like people know what they're getting when they come to my page. They know what to expect with the posts. For the reels, I actually recently just changed that, but they were all the same, like with the
Mm.
same captions, because it's like branding. People know that that's my page as they're
Mm.
seeing it in their feed.
Your video posts are, I mean, they're basically just animated graphics. I mean, and they have a bit of music on them. So, what
Mhm.
is your thought in building this particular page and creating reels and post?
So reels reach more people. Like I have over 60 million views on one, 20 million here, 14 million there. They just reach more people for whatever reason. And then posts, obviously if you add music, it can be added to the reels page as well. But reels reach a lot of people. So they're so basic and so simple. It's just text written on a black screen. That's literally all it is. And they go mega viral for some reason.
Some of them have a fade in, but some of them don't even have a fade in.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are like actual just quotes that go
Yeah.
on so the reels, like those reels just go on the reels page. I don't even keep it on the
Mm,
main page. I just remove them to keep like the pattern going. So I typically post an affirmation in the morning with the
hmm.
eye on it, and then I'll post like an educational post. Typically it's geared toward like manifestation.
Yeah.
And then I do, well, actually it's the affirmation, and then it's the one with the graphic, which is
Yeah.
also educational, right?
Yeah.
And then there's another educational post, and then typically it's a like a quote on the
Mm.
last post. So there's
So
sort of a pattern.
there are 3 a day ish.
Four a
Or
day plus reels. Yeah.
oh, plus reels.
Plus reels, yeah.
Okay. Wow. So that's total of what, 6-ish posts going out a day or 6 exactly every day?
Definitely 5 every day. 4 posts plus a reel. If I have time and I'll do more reels, but just depends what's going on in my life.
Sure, I love that.
Yeah.
How many months before you dialed in? Remember how you said at the beginning it was this page or that page or whatever?
Yeah.
How many months before you really dialed it in, and what would have helped you just commit and dial it in faster, if anything?
Honestly, it was probably around close to 2 months. Like I was taking actual videos and images and creating videos with that. And it was taking a while. I had to find all the images to create a reel. And so it wasn't ideal. It was taking a long time. So honestly, it's just with research, what works. I sort of switched it. I switched the niche, but I also switched the style of reels I was posting. So it's literally a black screen with just captions.
Yeah.
And I realized that those type of reels will just take off because I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's too much with the images and stuff, but people people like to just read captions. I don't know. But um it was probably around 2 months where I really like dialed it in because I did a
Mm.
little more research, what works, what people care about, and
Mm.
yeah.